All right. So we are back. It is 4:34 p.m. Tuesday, May 20th, and we are in the midst of what we kind of expected here. A rather significant severe weather day is unfolding. Right now, we have a tornado warning for mostly Colbert County, but includes a little bit of Lauderdale too. And I would include the city of Florence in that too. Muscle Shoals, Sheffield, Littleville, all needs to be in their safe place right now. Radar indicated for now, right now they're seeing golf ball sized hail, which is pretty incredible. Let's look. This is just one of the streams that you can do, or this is one of the things you can do with Radar Omega. You can look at streamers that are actually chasing the storm. This is Brad Arnold. Obviously, he's probably over there with Ryan Hall, y'all, and he's on that storm right now in Colbert County, and it looks like he's in the middle of the storm, so he's not going to see anything right there. But this tornado, possible tornado. I mean, that is a, this is a textbook supercell. You can see the hook echo right there. There's your inflow, and then that is just your supercell. So let's see if see that velocity. Velocity is not as impressive as the reflectivity, but here is your possible tornado. Relatively broad rotation. There are reports of a funnel cloud with this. So let's see here. This is going to be, for now, tracking in this direction. However, that could vary to the north and south, because these tracks have been kind of different from each other as the day has gone on. So I think he's going to try to intercept that. He's going down. I think he's going to probably try to wait for it, probably around right here. Goodness. Let's see. People in the chat. Okay. Making sure that link worked. Obviously, you can see the counter there. We're up to 6 tornado warnings nationwide. Here's the big picture. Here's your massive, obviously this is multiple tornado watches, but here's your big tornado watch right here. You have another severe thunderstorm watch in North Louisiana. You got another tornado watch up here in Indiana. What's going on up here? Oh, they got themselves a little supercell going on up there. But the big show is most certainly down here today. Most certainly. So it looks like it's starting to tighten up a little bit. Just to check the correlation coefficient. Not getting much there. That looks scary. But obviously having a supercell like that looks like that, you've got to respect it. So if you're in this polygon, please take your tornado precautions. And understand, once this storm goes by, we are not done. This is just an isolated supercell out ahead of the main line. You hope that this wouldn't happen, but it's happening. It's going along that boundary set from the morning. That rain-cooled air set a boundary right over us, pretty much in the Tennessee Valley. So it's tracking, right through it. And for example, that supercell we covered this morning, well, I say this morning, earlier this afternoon, is still going, albeit severe thunderstorm warning, but it's dropped multiple tornadoes. So that was a long track supercell, and this one is dealing with even better dynamics than that one. So, this one's probably, if I had to guess, this one's probably going to continue to strengthen as it heads east-northeast, but if it really starts to strengthen, it could head east-southeast. So it's pretty iffy right now. Let's time it out long. Let's see. Okay, moving east at 40 miles per hour. So if it says due east, respect that. Let's see. Due east. What'd that say? 45. Woo! Okay. So we're looking at it being, let's see, I need a better, like Rogersville. Okay, 50 minutes, Rogersville. So close to an hour away from Rogersville, about an hour away from Hillsboro, about an hour away from Coxie, about an hour away from Poplar Creek, same for Ripley. And then places like Tanner, it would be an hour and 10 minutes. So we've got a long way to go here. But if it keeps in that direction, then it'll be heading towards places like, well, let's go in Red Rock, Tuscumbia in 20 minutes, Sheffield in 20, Muscle Shoals in 23, Alabama Shores in 30 minutes, Layton in 31, Bingham 33 minutes, Town Creek 40 minutes, Foster's Mill 39, Wheeler Dam Village in 43 minutes, Red Bank in 43, Rocky Hill in 44 minutes. Let's see here, Rogersville 50 minutes. So we got a good bit here. It says total population 108,000. I mean, take that with a grain of salt though, because I mean, it said 0 earlier when we did that in Northeast Alabama. How do I get out of that? Sorry. Again, radar scope native. It's hard for me to get used to this radar omega thing. Okay, I forgot to put the link on Twitter, so let me do that really quick. Give me 1 second. All right. There we go. Don't know how much that'll bring in, but I just saw somebody tweet at me and I was like, oh, yeah, I need to tell Twitter that I'm on here too. So, radar indicated tornado, $half sized hail. It looks like if there is a tornado, which that looks a little concerning. Ooh, looks like we might have a tornado now. Correlation coefficient. It's looking ominous. So let's take this stream. He's in the hail core right now, or at least he should be, but he's about to be in the inflow. Oh, yeah. So this is in Colbert County. That's a shelf cloud right there. Let's see if I can get my phone and get a second radar here. This is Brad Arnold's stream. So credit to Brad Arnold. Let's see. So this possible tornado is just about 2 miles southeast of Cherokee, heading east. I'd say east, northeast. Let's see. Heading east towards Muscle Shoals and Sheffield, Tuscumbia, going right down Alt Highway 72. So what you're looking at right there is a shelf cloud. That's from Brad Arnold in Colbert County. Not any visual on a tornado yet, but that looks pretty significant. So this is a major textbook supercell heading right towards Muscle Shoals. So this thing could drop a tornado at any time. I mean, you look at that, that thing could drop a tornado at any point. And I mean, you can see that hail core right there, that shade, those shades of purple, dark purple. That is a significant indicator of hail. Let's see, this is differential reflectivity. Yeah. Hydrometer. Not gonna lie, I forgot what that does. So again, big hail core right there. Let's check his stream again. Yeah, so this is... If there's a tornado, it'd be coming right towards him. But, again... Oh, hey, Milo. My cat entered the room. He's probably going to be out to get out of here. That's going to be annoying. So, no confirmation of a tornado down yet. Again, it's probably got a little bit of a ways to go before it gets to Brad. But I'm still going to keep an eye on that. Because if it's there, it's going to be somewhere right in there. Somewhere right in there. There was reports of a funnel cloud at one point. So keep that in mind. And I would say the rotation has strengthened since then. So you can see it approaching. I actually think that might be the wall cloud. He was just right up on it. So let's see what's right behind here. Yeah, it looks like a shelf cloud. Huntsville continues the severe thunderstorm warning, but they issued that before the tornado warning, obviously. It looks like the chasers are moving now. I thought they were in fine position. They also continue the tornado warning. Inch, 1.75 inches hail. That's pretty big hail. Again, this is in Colbert County, heading towards Muscle Shoals, almost to Tuscumbia, heading east on alternate Highway 72. What's up, Parker? What's up, Jonathan? What's up, Milo? That was cool lightning. So he's driving out of this thing. So he must have not seen that much. But I mean, you can definitely see your hook echo here. I mean, this is a classic supercell, and it's been maturing slowly over time. So the concern here is that it's going to keep on maturing. Of course, you're already seeing the high tops here. Can't believe the 18th was like an analog for 18 years ago. Yeah, so I didn't know if it was officially an analog or not yet. Oh, 18 years ago. So I guess that would be not what I was talking about. But I was thinking May 18th, 1995. The Huntsville F4. Or I guess it wasn't Huntsville F4. It was like North Madison County, North Limestone County. I hope today isn't like that. Obviously. You know, watching the supercell here. This one is going to keep us watching for a minute. What is a bit promising is the lack of storms right here. That's probably because this thing has been eating up all that moisture. But at the same time, not entirely sure about that. Let's see. Let's go to the Memphis radar. Oh yeah, Greensburg. Well, yeah. Are you talking about actually 2 days ago? Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. That was like way too similar to each other. Way too similar to each other. Let's see. How is this progressing right now? It's taking a minute to load. Makes sense. I am streaming. Yes, you're gonna. I mean, there might be some redevelopment behind this supercell. Actually, there very much might be, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. Take this one storm at a time. And for now, we have what looks like a rapidly intensifying supercell approaching Muscle Shoals and Tuscumbia. I mean, obviously, I mean, you can see, even if you don't know whether that much, you can see that the twists and turns right there. There's obviously some rotation to this. Let's look at velocity. And it is looking like it's starting to tighten up a little bit. So wherever this tornado is about to drop, it's probably going to be somewhere in here. All right? And that's going to be tracking east, northeast into Tuscumbia and south Muscle Shoals. If it really starts digging in, then possibly Leighton as well. Actually, we're looking at possibly 2 circulations here. Possibly 2 separate rotation signatures. That is not something you want to see too much. You know what? Let's change this to blue real quick. I feel like that's probably... Oh, can I just do 2? That's cool. Anyways, sorry. Still learning radar Omega. You can see that a little bit better. Yeah. But there's your possible tornado. Again, east, northeast. I mean, that's mostly east. But Tuscumbia, Muscle Shoals, Sheffield. If you're watching this, be in your safe place. That's the lowest floor of your building or house structure. Interior room, no windows. And hard sole shoes if you got them. Helmet. Bring a flashlight. All that good stuff. Be in your safe place. Go through your tornado precautions right now. But this definitely seems like it is a strengthening supercell. A strengthening rotation. That's approaching the city of Muscle Shoals, Tuscumbia, Sheffield, and maybe Florence. I would say if you're in the city of Florence, be in your safe place. Let's see. Let's zoom out here. Still not looking terrible over here in the Mississippi Valley. So, but right now, we're just gonna have to focus on this. This is our storm. It's just this one, out here in middle of nowhere. It's just out there by itself. So, again, no confirmation of a tornado yet, but you know, it's not looking too good. Let's check the Brad Arnold stream here for a second. I think he's looking north. That's the highway. Or no, he must have been looking. Well, yeah. He's still going away from it, I think. Yeah. It's looking a little bit more disorganized. But it's trying so hard to get its act together. So you have one possible area of rotation. You have another one right here. This is... I mean, you got a mess back here. So kind of keep those areas in mind when you check this. Or no, he's going towards it now. So, again, monster supercell. Crazy hail up here. Again, they're saying golf ball size. They're saying considerable damage threat on the severe thunderstorm warning. Let's check this stream again. Since he's going towards it, let's see what he's got. I mean, I'm just not. No, okay, he's going away from it. I was about to say that just doesn't look like he's going towards the hook. But right now, what's good about this is that it's kind of taking a little bow echo shape, and that's good because it tells us that's more of a damaging wind threat right now, and it's not a tornado. But at any point, you know, it still has an inflow. If it can wrap itself back up, then you could easily get a tornado out of this at any point. I mean, at any point. And so it's got a long way to go. It's in a very, very good environment right now. Train. Was there a train? There might have been a train. Harrison, what do you think of the bust or underperformed weather in DFW yesterday? Jonathan, DFW, Dallas just never, I feel like they never actually get like anything they're actually forecasted. Like it's always a bust. I feel like it's always a bust. Or at least it has been this year. But yeah, a lot of busts this year for Dallas-Fort Worth. I don't know what you said, Bussin' Riz. I just saw that you deleted it. So, Harrison, this is so cool. I love your content. Thanks, Beckett. Cool. So, let's go back. Let's zoom in a little bit more here. Let's check on velocity again. Whew. See, that looks like a strong indication of a tornado in the north part of Tuscumbia, in between Sheffield and Tuscumbia. Let's see if we can see anything on correlation coefficient. I don't think so. Not seeing anything directly over where you would think it would be. You can definitely see the hail though. Again, if you're in Tuscumbia, Muscle Shoals, Sheffield, anywhere near the Muscle Shoals Airport, Nitrate City, Underwood Crossroads, Ford City, Wilson Lake Shores, Lakeview, Cave Spring, Valley Cove, or Valley Grove, excuse me, you need to be in your safe place. I mean, any of those places, there could be a tornado in the next 10 minutes. So, let's see, not sure about weather stuff, but it's interesting to watch. Yeah, I mean, you know, I appreciate it. Let's see, do we have a new velocity scan? I mean, it's a strong inflow. I mean, it's got everything it needs. We'll just see if anything comes out of this. New severe Thursday morning with a tornado possible tag. This goes for a long way. This goes through Lauderdale into Limestone and into Madison County. So a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for Athens, Madison, Coxey, Ripley, Rogersville, Killen, because mainly for this hail. The damage threat is considerable. Golf ball sized hail. All right, that's pretty significant hail with a tornado possible tag. So, and winds up to 60 miles per hour. So, severe thunderstorm warning in effect. Hopefully you got a message on your phone about that. And in case you didn't, I am going to get the warning and put it on my Instagram real quick. So, this expires in 1 hour and 2 minutes. So this is going to be going for a while. Let's see here. Oh yeah, the people at large. No, you're not supposed to see my Instagram. You're not going to see my Instagram. It's for my local people. Let's see here. Where is the warning? Oh, there it is. Cool. Okay, tornado is also possible. That is very good. We have reports of hail the size of golf balls with this storm. So that's confirmed. That is a spotter confirmed report. of golf ball sized hail. So now that they've expanded that, it is going to be interesting to see what they do with the tornado warning. So, okay, that hail core you see on reflectivity is crazy. That is insane. I mean, Florence right now has to be getting... I mean, that's where the ping pong size... Or not ping pong, golf ball sized hail is. Let's see, just pulled up the total weather in Florence. Def seeing some rotation. That's a little bit surprising if that drops. Yeah, it is pretty insane. That is a pretty textbook supercell. I mean, that is a textbook supercell. Let's go to velocity again. See what we got. It's definitely a bit messy. It's not as tight as it was looking earlier, but again, as you know, that can change so quick. So quick. Let's bring it over here. Let's kind of take this view for now. All right, so we're going to keep it reflectivity. Possible tornadoes anywhere from Florence down to Tuscumbia. So, actually, Florence, I'd say Florence all the way down to Alt 72. And then everywhere east of there needs to be in their safe place. I don't know if they will expand this tornado warning farther east yet, but that's just something we'll have to wait and see. But a severe thunderstorm warning is in effect for Killen, Rogersville, Athens, Elkmont, West Limestone, Ripley, Coxey, Belmina. I think I said that right. Let's see what else we got there. Let's just zoom in. Act like I know it. Rogersville, Anderson, Oakland, Lawson, Center Star, Killen, Anderson. Whew, the supercell is definitely going to impact us. And I mean, this thing seems to be growing, and it's in an untapped environment. The supercell before it was a little bit to the north. So, you know, it's riding on that boundary already set by that supercell. But we gotta watch this cluster of rotations. Whoever wins out here is gonna take the supercell. Hopefully nobody wins out and it keeps on staying with this messy structure. But still gonna keep an eye on it. Let's zoom in a little bit more. Harrison says, zooming out. So, I'm just going to circle this entire area. Could produce a tornado. And it's moving that way. That way. So, if you're in that direction, you need to make sure that you are in your safe place. Like, right now. Never underestimate hail that big. That is true. I hope that this window doesn't break when it gets here. Toshino, you encourage me to make videos. Oh, that's good. I'm glad that I could do something. Little broad area of rotation now in Muscle Shoals. I guess that's kind of the standout area. So let's say your possible tornado right now is in Muscle Shoals. Downtown Muscle Shoals. It's definitely still going through cycles, though. For sure. It's still got a hook, but it does have a bit of an interesting structure now. Let's see what it looks like from Huntsville. Okay. It's in that awkward position right now where it's kind of in between two radars. You don't know which one's best to look at. But, I mean, if there's a tornado, it's going to be somewhere in here. It's going to be somewhere in here. Right now, it's very broad, and it could be going up and down, but it's not looking especially tight like it was looking earlier. We hope that that continues, but with an environment like this, don't hold your breath. Let's go to base reflectivity. That's what it's looking like right now. You got this massive lone supercell that is heading towards Limestone County. It is going through many cycles. It has a massive hail core. A damaging, very damaging, considerably damaging hail core. And that is heading right towards, or I guess really right down Highway 72. So if you're along Highway 72 in between Florence and Madison, be aware that in the next hour, you could be getting some considerable damage from hail. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you. Thank you. Let's check on the Brad Arnold stream again. Says he's in Tuscumbia, but he's a little farther to the east of Muscle Shoals. I'm pretty sure he's riding with chasers there. I think, yeah. Let's watch this for just a second. Again, this is in Colbert County on Alt 72. So right now, this is just how it is right now. This could change, but right now you have a hail core that's going right down 72. And then you have a possible tornado that's going right down Alt 72 towards Decatur. And right now it looks like he's heading east, I think. Unless he just turned around. I wish there was like a compass or something. Whoa. That was crazy. He just turned his camera. I think this is, okay, so this would be looking into the storm. Severe thunderstorm warning, Colbert, Lauderdale. Okay, so I think they're replacing, and I agree with this. I think that's a good call. They're replacing the severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado warning. Or no, got that mixed up. Tornado warning with the severe thunderstorm warning. So, let's see, that's going iffy. Oh, actually, no. That's not what they're doing. I spoke too soon. This is for a separate supercell that is fired up here. Golly, here we go, right? All right, gotta turn on the light here. Is this gonna be too bright? For me, yes. Goodness gracious. All right, let's go like. That's fine for now. Okay. So this is a quarter-sized hail. Winds of 60 miles per hour. This supercell is heading more northeast. Way more northeast than this main supercell is. If it strengthens, then it will likely take more of that right-hand turn. But that is not what's happening right now. Can that tornado watch please get off the screen? That'd be really cool. Thank you. Cool. All right. So they're keeping this severe thunderstorm warning. And they should. I mean, that hail core is massive. And that will be heading towards Rogersville and Ripley and then Athens and then Madison. And on top of this, there is an embedded tornado threat. But right now, there is no tornado warning. So while we are under a severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag, we are not seeing any strong indication of a tornado. Obviously, there's rotation. I mean, you can see the rotation. But not anything so tight to the point where you think, okay, there's a tornado about to touch down. So I'm going to keep it here. Looks like we got a new mesoscale discussion. And I would imagine this is going to be, well, I've already spoke too soon once. Might as well just look at the dead-gum mesoscale discussion. They just continued. This will be a thunderstorm warning. They keep the tornado possible tag. They have the hail as observed. Trying to get that mesoscale discussion to load in. Okay. So this is for, I guess I could probably, can I drag that in? I can drag that in, right? Yeah, all right. So this is the new mesoscale discussion. So this is kind of what I expected to see. First of all, look how, I mean, this is Cape values, obviously. But obviously, all the juicier stuff is still in Mississippi. So, like, we're still, like, anything could still develop at this point. Behind that supercell. So, as we're watching this, you know, one or more watches will likely be issued for parts of this area within an hour or two. And obviously, they wouldn't do that if they didn't think the line, or, you know, was coming really fast. It's because things are probably going to pop up and spawn out ahead of this thing and then eventually roll into the line. So, just something to keep an eye on. But that's your new mesoscale discussion. So a watch is likely coming for Coleman. Tuscaloosa, I think Coleman's actually already in it. Yeah, Coleman's already actually in it. But Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, switch back over. Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, Alexander City, Selma, Centerville, not quite Montgomery, Sylacauga. Yeah, so that is your mesoscale discussion. And let's bring us back into our batch of supercells that we have here. This thing is massive. I mean, this thing is massive. First of all, you want to talk about a negative tilt trough? This is what we got going on today. This is just, I mean, just for weather geeks, like, oh, goodness, that's not good. That is not good. Negative tilt trough in the month of May? You kidding me? It hasn't, obviously it's happened here. That's why we consider it tornado season. Goodness gracious, I'm starting to see all the crazy clouds. That's why it is tornado season. But it hasn't happened here as much. You don't get these big events as much as you do in like April or March. So, let's see. Oh, there's a picture of the hail. Oh, goodness. That's ping pong. I can confirm, or not ping pong. Why do I keep saying ping pong? Golf ball is golf ball sized hail. It's still got that hook echo. It's still got that hook echo. I will say, just Limestone County. I would say this is, if there's a tornado threat, it's probably going to stay to the south of 72, but it's not going to be far. So, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Let's see. Oh, this is, I thought my friends were watching the stream. They're just talking about Walmart. Okay. Okay. Let's look back at velocity. Ooh. So that is looking like a strengthening rotation. Yeah, that's looking like strengthening rotation. So, let's see, that's 513. It's a little displaced. That doesn't seem right. Maybe. Well, let's see Brad Arnold. Let's see for ourselves, right? Let's see what he's got. Okay. Wall cloud. Yeah. She's trying. Whew. Yep. It's going through cycles. You know, it's obviously trying really hard to get its act together. Oh, hey, Christian, yeah. Goose, sure. Shoot. Yeah. Southern Animates makes a good point. So the National Weather Service, Birmingham is, well, let's say it's partially out of action. They're dealing with software updates for their weather radio. So all the warnings are going to work. But if you have a NOAA weather radio, like this, it's not going to work. It's not going to work tonight. But that's something that they did a long time ago, and they planned a long time ago, but, you know. So they can't do anything about it. But anyways, so we have a wall cloud. This is in Colbert County still, but this is about to pass. Oh, goodness. Into Molden? Let's see. It's trying. You can see a bit of rotation right in here. Again, that's Brad Arnold. I'll keep him noted here. Goodness, on reflectivity, it does keep on looking more strong. And the velocity just looks weird right there. 514. I mean, I can't really verify much anything right there, but I can verify that that's a hook, and it looks like that's pretty strong rotation. So again, let's just go in full with this, and then I will. Let's see. I'll just disconnect my phone. I'm pulling up the radar in here so I can tell you where it is. Obviously, the stream's buffering a little bit there. So, possible tornado. I'm going to have to use Omega. Wow. Yeah, it's going to be somewhere in that mess. He's looking into the hook echo of the supercell. Man. Yeah, we got a storm that kind of popped out ahead of the supercell, and it is just, you can see the rising motion in the updraft. It is very cool. Not to get too distracted, come on now. Okay. So, right now, this possible tornado, and you see some lowering. We're seeing some lowering right there. This possible tornado is just to the north of Layton, heading towards Midway and Lennon Hill. Again, this is Brad Arnold, his stream off of Radar Omega. So you have what looks like a funnel cloud. This is south of Wilson Lake. This possible tornado would probably be on 6th Street. Heading towards Midway and Lennon Hill. So if you're anywhere in there, be in your safe place. It says he's moving, but he's not moving on. There he goes. So there definitely looks like there could be a tornado trying to touch down now. Outside of Layton, passing north of Town Creek. Let's see what direction this is. And since he's moving, I'll go to radar. So, Brady, nice to see you, man. Dude, nice to see you, dude. Goodness gracious. So they've updated. Golly. Okay, so they've updated this severe thunderstorm warning. The hail got bigger. We're now looking at lime-sized hail, 2 inches in diameter. Oh my goodness. So that is legitimately a hazard. Let's see. Trying to get a good idea of where this thing is tracking. Right now, it's looking east-northeast. I hate to say it. I hate to say it. Let's see. It's east-northeast, which is going to make it close. Close. And it's going to be probably one of those situations where it's riding down 72. So, oh my goodness, that was all of my texts. That's crazy. Anyways, that's bad. Let's see. Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah. Thank goodness there's nothing in there. Whew. Whew. That was rough there for a second. Oh, man. All right. Just want to text my grandma, guys. Let's see. Nobody screenshot that. Seriously. I should have said that. Y'all are the worst. I'm keeping my cool with that. Goodness gracious. There's the storm here. Okay. So, let's see here. All right, 60 mile per hour is the wind. Obviously, the main threat here is lime-sized hail, which is massive. So, let's see. Let's check on Brad again. Is that the Dominator? Is that the... Okay. Alright, cool. So that's when you know this is going to be a problem. That is the Dominator. I think. Is that Reed Timmer? Seriously, is that Reed Timmer? That's a genuine question. Like to chat. That's crazy. He's going down Alt 72 still. Doesn't have a view of a possible tornado. But let's see. Yeah, hail, 2 inches in diameter. The National Weather Service is saying this is a considerable damage threat. The other supercell that's in Florence, or I guess south of Florence now, is weed trimmer. Yeah, hail quarter-sized with this one. But notice it did take that more right-hand turn. So it kind of caught onto that flow as it strengthened. And now it looks like it's starting to take on more of a supercell structure itself. So here we go. Here, Oh, gosh. Trains on a track. This is what we got. So, this first one, we're looking at, again, hail 2 inches in diameter. That is very damaging hail. 60-mile-per-hour winds, that is in severe limits, with a tornado possible tack. And we have Radar Omega has Brad Arnold live right now, and he is chasing it behind a Dominator. So, how long is this stream going on for? I think there's a way to... 54 minutes. So not too terribly long. Not seeing too much. On his from there. Let's look at velocity again. And I mean, yeah, it's broad. It's very broad. But still, that is kind of concerning. And I will note, let's see, it's just off screen on the stream. Sorry. I will note this possible rotation that's starting up too. Hey Hayden, how you doing? I'm doing pretty good. How you been? And then obviously you got this broad rotation here. So it's now looking like both supercells are rotating. The hail threat seems to be the big part of the storm in Rogersville right now. That could change quick. Now the hail's probably going to keep going for a while. Oh, I mean, golly, that is insane. Massive hail. And then look at that. Yeah, I mean, it's a smaller one, but it's starting to grow. I mean, you got another supercell forming right here south of Florence. So you got 2 supercell systems going here, and they're going to have to issue a new severe thunderstorm warning because that first one was a little, I don't know, the direction it was aimed at seemed to be a little misleading there. Let's see. It was just reported by Brad. Storm to the south of Florence is reporting more rotation. Okay. Thank you, Matt, in the chat. I see a rabbit. 2 rabbits in my yard. Oh, that's pretty cool. All right, let's see. Let's see if he's got anything. All right. So, again, there's your wall cloud. Still trying to get attacked together. But it is just to the north of Town Creek. Moving east, 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 northeast at about 45 miles per hour. Let's double check that. Yeah, 45 miles per hour. So it's looking like, I don't know if that's scud or if that's a funnel, but, well, it's looking like that's a little bit of a funnel. You can definitely see a little bit of rotation there. What program are you using? This is Radar Omega. So the severe thunderstorm warning has been continued. I think they went down to golf. No, they went up. Okay, the hail got worse. We are now looking at tennis ball sized hail. Tennis ball sized hail. So, and a funnel looks like it's about to touch down, or it could touch down in the next couple minutes. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get a tornado warning on this as well. So here we go. Here we go. So right now, see if I can tell you exactly where this possible funnel would be. This is just, and I'm talking just to the east of Lennon Hill and south of Red Bank, but north of Town Creek, north of Rocky Hill. It's going to be tracking towards County Road 150, 400, and then it is looking like it'll cross the river, the Tennessee River, head towards Poplar Creek, and then eventually down the line could impact places like maybe Ripley, maybe Reed, Turner Chapel, Greens Hills. Just got to keep an eye on it. But this thing is looking textbook. The rotation is certainly strengthening. And here we go. You know, I'm looking at an oncoming supercell. And again, this is tennis ball size tail. Considerable damage threat tag. Obviously a possible tornado tag with this as well. So, oh my gosh. Think about the size of a tennis ball. And think about it being hard, solid ice coming from the sky. So, if you can, park your cars under something. My truck might not be in too good a shape right now, but I don't really have that much of an option. But bring the cat in. Oh, they don't go out. We don't let them go out. Yeah, it's time to bring the dogs in. That's what we'll say. The circulation is certainly strengthening. So, all right, this is what I'm going to do. I have to use the restroom really quick. We are going to, I'm going to switch to the BRB page, which is literally just this, but BRB. I'll be back very shortly. This possible tornado is heading towards Ripley. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to go ahead and give you the call. Go ahead and get in your safe place because this thing is strengthening. It's getting strong. I will be right back. Okay. Hold on, I gotta get the... That is the wrong one. That is the right one. Okay, cool. Thankfully, the circulation is looking a little bit less organized than it was last time I saw this thing. Whew, it's getting chilly in here. I need to get some hoodie on or something. It's almost looking like 2 areas of rotation now. But it is looking broad. The rotation is looking pretty disorganized. However, that hail is looking pretty gnarly. Tennis ball sized hail. Tennis ball sized hail. That is incredible. Yeah, wow. Okay. I'm genuinely thinking about I'm gonna have to close those curtains probably once it comes up. But so now for the second supercell, they have issued another severe thunderstorm warning. Pretty much right behind the first one, a little bit to the south, but regardless. Whew. So obviously, I mean, in all honesty, look, this is not something you want to see. You got a textbook supercell about to go right through the middle of this county. So Rogersville right now is probably getting tennis ball sized hail. They are right there, Joe Wheeler State Park, right where that hail core is at its peak. Let's go to velocity. And it's still there, but it is relatively broad, but it doesn't matter because they just issued a tornado warning. So, tornado warning has been issued for Limestone. No, that's for the other one. Okay, so we have a tornado warning. This is for the tornado that is south of Muscle Shoals, the possible tornado south of Muscle Shoals. This is a radar indicated tornado, and it will be going pretty much due east. It will be pretty much moving a little to the south of Athens. We have a new tornado warning that I think is going to be for this other one, maybe. So let's see here. So we're getting 2 tornado warnings popping up. Let's go ahead and take care of this while I can. Layton, Town Creek, Midway, Lennon Hill, Hatton, those same places, Underwood Crossroads. All of you guys need to be in your safe place. All of you guys. I was pretty sure they issued another warning. Let's see. No, okay, so this is... So, this is for... Let's see. Let's read up on this a little bit. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Muscle Shoals. So this is solely for this rotation south of Muscle Shoals. And this is tracking east towards Town Creek. Pretty much going on Alt 72 again. When it comes to up here in Limestone, it's pretty broad. It still has a hook. It's still a supercell. It's still producing tennis ball sized hail. But so far, there's not a tornado issued with it. But, again, that could change at any time. I mean, you're looking at it. You're looking at 2 broad rotations. Yeah, you do hear sirens in the background. You have 2 possible rotations. I would argue that this one might even be stronger than the other one. I'm going to go ahead and say, look, if you are in Coxie, even Oakland, Lawson, Cortland, Town Creek, Layton, all the way over to Muscle Shoals, get in your safe place. That's the lowest floor, away from windows, so an interior room. Stay away from windows. Wear a helmet if you have one. Thankfully, that's looking a little more disorganized. I'm also looking at 2 possible rotations there, but go ahead and be in your safe place. If you were in this polygon, and if you were in anywhere in West Limestone County, be in a safe place right now. Certainly. So let's go off of the Huntsville radar. I feel like it's probably about time to do that. So, again, I'm seeing broad rotation. All right. I'm seeing broad rotation. That's going to be heading east northeast-ish, probably right down Snake Road. So, so again, still trying to get its act together, but there's one possible rotation right here, and your other one down here, and this one is going to be heading in that general direction. So now we're getting some serious indication of a tornado now. Let's see, where would this be? I feel like this would be closer to Lucy's Ranch. Can't see the map too well. But definitely Coxie, safe place. Poplar Creek, Coxie Creek subdivision, Ripley, all get into your safe place right now, because there is a tightening circulation right there, and I mean, I'm sure they'll issue a warning here in a moment. So let's go back to reflectivity. See, that massive hail core is just gonna, it looks like it's just gonna go right down 72. Right down 72. Whew, man. I mean, again, you look at this, we got a long night, but right now we're focused on these 2 supercells. These 2 supercells. So we're going to watch these as these come in. Stay safe, please. I'm working on it. I'm working. I can't. So obviously, hail cores, big updrafts. So it's hard to decipher whether or not something is a circulation in the hail or if it's, a tornado. But I think either way at this point, especially because it's on that classic track, I'd take this seriously and treat it like a tornado warning. And I mean, if you're in West Limestone, you're under a tornado warning anyways, and you need to be in your safe place regardless. But the tennis ball sized hail approaches. It is just to the west of Athens at this point. Possible rotation right there, where that hand is. Coxie, Poplar Creek, Ripley, Blackburn. Go ahead and get in your safe place. I'm just going to go ahead and call that. Layton, Town Creek, Cortland, Hillsboro. Obviously, you're under a tornado warning. Linden Hill, Midway, Freeman Acres, Fisherman's Resort, Wheeler Dam Village. Be in a safe place. And you can definitely see it starting to tighten up a little bit more right here. So this is closer to the town of Town Creek. Again, this is going east, northeast-ish. Huntsville is still not issuing a warning for this storm right here, or this circulation right here. I don't know if that will change soon or not, but we will see. We will see. So, let's see. Let's go back to reflectivity. Two massive supercells Um, wow. Wow. So, no new warning yet. We're still going to keep it here. We got Brad Arnold. Looks like he's going to try to... He's probably going to try to go up 31 and see what he can get there. He's probably going to try to intercept this hook right there. So let's see where this little area is now. Of course, this image is 2 minutes old. Whew, man. Okay. I'm still waiting on a refresh. This is one of those radar scans where you're like, okay, I really need a scan. Oh, goodness. So, again, if you find yourself in this red polygon right here, make sure you're in your safe place. That's an interior room away from windows. Obviously underground, tornado shelter. Any of those will work. So, let's see now that there it is. There it is. Okay. So, oh no, that's severe thunderstorm warning. So, destructive baseball-sized hail. So we now have a pretty significant severe thunderstorm warning. And I think, okay, so they continue their severe thunderstorm or their tornado warning right here. But you have, my friends, a massive hail core right here. And this is, I've never been in one of these before. This is hail to the size of baseballs, coming right towards the city of Athens. So, looking at this window like, and I'm starting to see the olive green, and I'm like, yeah, this is pretty gnarly, and there might be a point where I might have to take shelter myself. So that is kind of what you gotta do sometimes. But I also, though, I don't know if that's possible. Whatever. So, yeah, the thing went off, and I thought for sure that was, like, for sure tornado warning. And then you see destructive baseball size. Baseball, I mean, guys, that's big. And that's coming. If you're on the road right now, first of all, stop being on the road. Go home. Go to wherever you're going and get inside somewhere. Because this storm is no joke. It seems to, I mean, it definitely has a hook. And that's what I'm worried about. Like this little thing right there. But, actually, just to see. I don't see anything big there. I can hear my cat cry. They better take care of that cat. Let's see. Goodness gracious. So, they're not going with the tornado warning yet. And I don't know if they will. But, either way, this is a pretty significant event going on right now. You got a bit of an inflow right now, right over Coxie, and that's like on the highway. So there's your possible rotation. That's also the core. That's the core of the hail. So let's see. Let's put this in motion. So it still seems to have like an east, northeast kind of component to it. Let's see. Let's track out the bottom of that hail. So let's go. See, that was pretty much the start of it. Pretty much the end of it. So you're looking at probably. Probably right there. Probably a bit of a northern bias, but it's starting to track a little bit to the north. What's good though about the supercell behind it is that it's kind of competing for moisture. So that's good. Oh hey Drew, my car in the barn. Let's go. Yeah, I mean I'm watching this broad area rotation, but then again, hail cores sometimes do that. So keep that with a grain of salt, or take that with a grain of salt. But I mean, it's wait and watch time now. So, oh, whoops. Let's go back to reflectivity. Yeah, my Wi-Fi is getting a little slow here. So, I mean, look, I'm not. That looks like, and now that the inflow is starting to clear up a little bit, I mean, this thing could easily produce a tornado. This supercell could. Soon. So, let's look at velocity again. Starting to really form a couplet. Right in here. And that would be tracking towards the northern part of Athens, but also, if it keeps strengthening, it could go right towards the city of Athens. So, got to keep an eye on this, but right now, I think I'm going to go full attention here. All right? Because that is a couplet. That reminds me of April 28th, 2014. Obviously not strong, but the way it looks, yeah. So I'm going to wait for another scan, see if we get a warning. We'll see what happens. I feel like I'm starting to hear at least small hail. Good. I guess I'm going to compare it like this. Yeah. Okay. Oh. I'm just going to stay here, watch this couplet. There was a mesoscale discussion. Obviously, it highlights these two supercells. Intense supercells will have potential for tornadoes, very large hail, and wind damage for the next 1 to 2 hours. EF2 tornado possible next 60 to 90 minutes, it says. So, and I hope that's not what we're looking at right now, but that could be the first scan of a possible tornado. Again, this would be tracking towards Oakland for now, maybe a little to the south of Oakland. See, Christian's bringing attention to this other one. I think that's hail, Christian, but I'm not checking from Columbus, so I'm not exactly sure. It's looking like it's just sitting there with. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything there. Interesting. It has a completely different look to the cell on this other angle. So let's go back to velocity. And a lot is going on. A lot is going on. Right here, a lot's going on. And right here, a lot's going on. You know, I know I've been talking about this for a minute with no warning, but, you know, it's a storm that's trying to rotate. It's trying to get its act together, and it's trying to put a tornado down. It's a supercell. And yet, it looks like he's doing what I thought he would do. Brad Arnold. Is he going 65 or is he going 31? Let's see here. He went 65, okay. Just spent a lot less time. He could have just, alright, but definitely that olive green hue that you see with those hailstorms. That's for sure. So, look, I'm going to be honest. As this thing approaches me, I'm going to get in a safe place for a little bit. Just because I don't trust that. They don't look good. They don't look good. So, destructive baseball-sized hail. Tornado possible. 60-mile-per-hour winds. That's terrible, but it's, you know. See, now it's starting to... It's looking like it's trying to get a structure going right here. But at the same time, I mean, I know that there was rotation up there. See? Well, this is 3 minutes ago. But we'll see if that spins out. Obviously, storm's intensifying over here. They do issue a new severe thunderstorm warning. I would assume it's a tornado possible tag. They're going for lime size. So they're going for lime size. They've taken out the baseball, thank goodness. But the tornado possible tag is still there. Still there. What is Brad Arnold doing? Is he going to go up Mooresville Road? I don't know. But, so yeah, we have a textbook supercell over Limestone County right now. And this mess looks like it's mostly just the hail core. But, regardless, I'm not going to take any chances. So, here in a minute, I'll BRB for like 5, 7, 10 minutes. Hopefully my power doesn't go out. But, so, I mean, okay, look, can you blame me? I still have to respect that. It looks so broad, but it's still relatively tightened up there. And I get that that's the hail core. That looks like it's, you know, really close to the hail core, but that's upper level rotation. I don't like that. So, you know, I think either way with lime-sized hail, you should be taking your severe weather precautions either way, but still, whatever. So they just updated the tornado warning. I don't know if that's going to mean that sirens are going to go off again. Hope not. I don't think so. But if they do, that'd make more people go inside. That's for sure. Correlation coefficient. Maybe hail. Maybe a tornado. I mean, I don't know. It is. It's looking like something's trying to form. But it's probably going to be this next scan that we'll kind of see what it's looking like. Not quite getting those massive stones yet. But as you can see, you've got this broad rotation that is just tracking relatively towards Athens. And while there's not a tornado warning for that specific rotation, I would still treat this as a tornado warning and go ahead and just get in a safe place. Just get into an interior room in your house. And then if they issue a tornado warning with this, go full throttle. But right now, stay away from windows, which I say that next to a window. But yeah, it's really starting to come down now. So let's see. I'm backing up a little bit. Okay. Yeah, it's I don't see any massive hail yet, but the wind has definitely picked up and the lightning's gone up. Saying siren's going off again. So Reed Timmer is saying that a white little roper went over the power plant. And if that's the case, then, sir, this is your possible tornado heading east-northeast towards Athens. So look, here's what I'm going to say. If you're in the city of Athens, get in your safe place. All right? Yep, okay. A tornado is on the ground. Get in your safe place right now. I'll see you guys in a minute. Get in the shelter!